Hello, my name is Khan Salami of Clan Wolf, and this is a comparison of historical military weapons technology designed for long-range fire. By that I mean that this is a PowerPoint of grievance against everyone who pilots the Catapult C1 and uses it incorrectly. Instead, you should be piloting the Trebuchet 5N. In this presentation, I will explain what the Catapult and Trebuchet battle mechs are, go over what Stravog tactics you are inevitably going to do with the Catapult, and finally show you objectively why you should be using the Trebuchet instead. Firstly, an introduction to the subjects of today's presentation. The Catapult CPLT-C1 is a heavy-class battle mech created in the year of the Great Father 2561 and designed for a fire support role. That last point is nothing but a false advertisement from the manufacturer. Those who utilize the Catapult exclusively for this Salama fire support role should feel bad about themselves. You should have known better than to place value in something majority owned by Capellans. Next, we have the medium-class battle mech, the Trebuchet TBT-5N. Designed in 2799, shortly before we left you free birth to throw fecal matter at each other for a few hundred years, the Trebuchet has a similar weapons loadout to the Catapult, but at 75% of the cost. While it is faster than the Catapult, it is less armored and also less symmetrical. It is not as strong at close ranges, but that does not seem to be an issue for majority of its pilots. At least the Mareks have the courtesy to fight amongst themselves, rather than make it everyone else's problem. Next, we shall discuss what your freebirth mind was planning on when you decided that a Catapult should be included in your force. You probably sat there and thought, my Surat Lance needs a long-range unit to provide fire support to this battle. I shall use the most iconic example, the Catapult. What you have now just failed to understand is that the Catapult has two LRM-15 launchers with 1 ton of ammo for each. This provides a paltry 8 shots of missile fire before the ammunition is depleted. Furthermore, you plan to have the Catapult sit at the rear of your lance as far as possible away from enemy forces. The Catapult's 10 tons of armor and 4 medium lasers will go the entire battle without ever being used. It also has 15 heat sinks, which even when jumping and firing both launchers will not all be utilized. All of this weaponry and equipment are wasted space and tonnage aboard the battle mech, and you deserve to lose them as Isorla to your opponents. The only parts of the Catapult you are actually using are its 2 launchers and 2 tons of ammo. You do not want a Catapult, you want 2 LRM-15 launchers and 2 tons of ammo. What if I told you there was another mech with both of those, but it moved faster, cost less to deploy? It may be difficult for your tiny freebirth mind to remember, but I have already told you what that mech is. It is the Trebuchet. The Trebuchet has 2 LRM-15s and 2 tons of ammo, the only part of the Catapult you are going to use. In addition, it is slightly faster, so when your Stravog strategies fail you in battle, you can run away more efficiently. While it lacks any jump jets, if you believed that you were going to hit anything with your LRMs from the back of the battlefield while mid-jump, you are as delusional as a clan of Novacats moving in with Caretans. I am sure that will work out for both of you fantastically. Like their namesakes, the Trebuchet is an advancement in technology on the Catapult. It is several centuries newer and better equipped to lob dangerous things from a distance at people you do not like. Get the new thing. It is cheaper, lighter, and faster. Your Catapult is like that one pair of shorts you refuse to throw out that has as many stains as the Taurian Defense Force has war criminals. It might have been useful at one point, but overall is just not worth having around anymore. Get rid of them both and move on. Let us take a look at a list of all the things you could purchase with the money you saved by picking a Trebuchet over a Catapult. You would be the proud owner of not only a trench bucket, but also enough medium lasers to reignite a dying sun. Alternatively, if you were in need of entertainment, you could purchase a trash can-shaped battle mech to laugh at, or pick up an esoteric aggro mech for your freebirth child to play with in your backyard and commit whatever barbarisms you prefer to teach your kit out in the rimward periphery. I will even show you other alternatives to the Catapult. Here are examples of Surat battle mechs that also have 2 LRM-15 launchers and 2 tons of ammo, while still being cheaper or a lower battle value rating than the Catapult C1. Each of these mechs function only with the use of post-Fisi tossing wars technology, and are still capable of having you miss with just as many long-range missiles as you would have with the Catapult. Please note the CPLT-A1, which has the courtesy to drop its medium lasers in favor of extra missile ammunition. If more of you spheroids were able to admit to your own failings like this battle mech variant, we would not have needed to confiscate Terra and teach you all how to behave properly. Overall, you should be able to recognize now that what you really want is a unit with 2 LRM-15 launchers. Do not let false corporate advertisements tell you what is and is not a viable fire support unit. In summation, the Catapult's role is misappropriated and you should just use the Trebuchet. But honestly, the Catapult's K2 variant is pretty nice. Also, I like the Trebuchet 5S. Thank you and Selah.